Guys, welcome to my channel. I know this is a really weird way to start off a Saturday ride, but this thing was recorded last week, so a lot of things have changed since then. I just wanted to make that known before the ride starts. I talk about a bike that I've ordered, and we've since then basically canceled that bike because the owner of the company, I talked to him on the phone. I've got a lot of hours into talking to him. We are designing a whole nother bike. It's going to be a step through dual motors and big 1500 watt motors. I know that's not for everybody, but this is going to be an unbelievable bike, guys. We're going to try to make sure there's no wobble in this thing. I won't have this bike until around March because we are pre-ordering them. He has to get it into his manufacturer. The manufacturer's got to build these bikes, but he's got a bunch of bikes. They're very similar to two other bikes we know of out there that are pretty quick bikes, and everybody's pretty excited about, so you definitely want to check it out. And I'm talking about E-cells, and I'm talking about Wired, and he's been around longer than Wired has, so he's not copying Wired bikes. He's been using these frames for quite a while. So has an E-cells. These frames are well used over in China, so it's not like they're exclusive to one company. But we're going to tweak this bike. It's a step through, and it's going to hopefully be a very solid, non-wobbly, fast bike. You can only go so fast with them. You're not going to get more than like 43 miles an hour out of it because the motors just don't spin fast enough. So it'll have super torque though for the hills that I have here to go right up. I've talked to Joel about doing a slow start with this bike so that it's a controllable bike, and there'll be a switch where you can get full power if you want it. So crown forks on this thing. It's going to be a nice bike. It's available in a bunch of colors now, and you can get it in gloss, not gloss. We're talking about a whole bunch of other things too that you can order. Torque sensor, directionals on it if you want. A whole bunch of things going to be available. So Joel is a great guy. He will answer the phone if you call. You might get his wife because that's the kind of business it is. But ask for Joel. Joel will talk to you direct. Give him a call if you're interested in a bike. Check out his website. Again, his website's right there. So check it out, guys. Let's get on with the ride. All right, guys, we are out and running today. It is a balmy 44 degrees with a good wind today. But I figured we got to get out here. This is Sunday. You'll be seeing this on Saturday. We are on the One bike today. I have added a second battery to this. So we are sitting with 34 amp hours of battery on this bike. I have it in smart shift right now. So we're gonna let the bike choose our gear. See this wind? I hope it's not too windy on my mic, but we'll find out. We're gonna run a little higher pass today so that we can keep moving here. I don't know if 4 is it, but we're running 4 right now. Got a new seat on this thing. Got BMX handlebars on it. And hopefully my suspension shock is coming Tuesday. I've got shipping information on it that says I should have it on Tuesday. So hopefully we'll be putting the suspension shock on this in the next couple weeks or so. Right now we are working on the Wired bike, and I guess because it's Christmas, the parts are trickling in, even though it's November, not Christmas, but everything's delayed on Amazon. I know why this bike's going slow. I forget, I disconnected the battery to put the right battery on this thing. I need to override the, it's shutting off at 20 miles an hour right now, so it's in class 2. No wonder I'm driving along in 3, and I normally ride in 3, and I'm like, oh, this isn't cutting it today. So we will put it in 3 in a second here, as soon as I can find a place to pull over. This is a little bit too busy of a road to try to do this on. So we should have plenty of battery today. Did a video on putting the battery on. I haven't done it yet. I had to go in. I didn't have to. We're gonna pull over here and change this. I can remember how to do this. I think it was 8. Yep, 32, going up to 45, and that should be good. So I'm going to go back through it and make sure it stayed on that, and it did. All right, let's see what happens now. Oh yeah, I already tell it's a little bit zippier. So yeah, a little bit nippy today, but it's only going to get worse. I'll be saying it's a real warm day one of these days at 44, so Today it seems a little bit cool because I'm not used to it, but I'm getting used to it more and more at a time, yeah. I am running the electric vest today, but I'm still not running the leggings. I haven't got my boots on yet. Still running my summer shoes here. So I got mirrors on this bike now. I don't know if I had them the last time, but these mirrors are, this came off the Rev 1, and I put the mirrors that I bought for this in the Rev 1 because they were bigger. And the Rev 1 can support bigger mirrors, that's for sure. So you've got to stop pedaling for a minute to get this thing to shift up into the higher gear. When you stop, it shifts automatically down, which is really nice. But I figured I'd take this one today. I really wanted to take the wired bike, but it's upside down, half apart right now. Because like I said, Amazon's trickling my parts in. I was hoping to have them Saturday, because that's what time. So I was supposed to get them Friday. Then they said, oh, Saturday. Then Saturday they were like, oh, Sunday. And now I got them arriving by 12 p.m. That's not very helpful. And they were not out of the local Amazon building yet this morning. I got one thing in this morning, which was a 58 tooth crank for that. That bike comes with a 56, but I put a 58 on it. I changed the derailleur on that. I put a Sarah derailleur on it. Put that on, got that all running, and put the crank on. Now I'm waiting for the new chain because I have to lengthen the chain, and I bought two expensive chains because I don't want it to rust. So I got rust-free chains. I paid, I don't know, 30 bucks a piece for them, so $60 worth of chains, because they don't make one that's long enough to go over that. I'm also waiting for a cassette, and the cassette is going to have a low gear of 34. So that's a pretty big gear, so between the 58 and the that 34 gear on the back, I need a lot of chain. So it's definitely cool on the face today, but I know for a fact the neck and the face end up warming up after a while. Just a shock of getting out here for the most part. We'll stick out here in the middle of the road and wait on this guy. The bike will shift down by itself, and I have it set to take off in gear 2. So we are in gear 2 now, and I'm pedaling, stop, it shifts up, pedal, 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 stop, shifts up again, pedal, pedal, and it shifts up again. Very nice bike, guys. I like this. Saw Maximum Charge out there. He was on his the other day. I shot him a couple texts on the what I've done to this bike so far. Told him I had a shock on order, suspension shock. He's like, oh, which one? I told him which one. It's a fun little bike. It's light. You know, it's getting heavier with what I'm doing to it, but you know, I don't have to run this battery on it. I really don't think I changed the weight of the bars here at all. Still got the neck on it so I can flip it down because I like this to go into my car. It'll fit right in the hatchback when I fold the handlebars down. So I left that on there. Put the BMX bars on, really comfortable, and it looks better, I think. We'll do a walk around at some point so you guys can decide what you think. Not so much giraffe necky now, you know, but I lost that ability for quick movement. But if I'm the only one riding this thing, what do I care? If you were going to have different people riding it all the time, that adjustable neck probably would be ideal. Nice wind today, boy. All right, like I said, ain't gonna get any better. Only gonna get worse as the winter comes. So I bought a cruiser seat for this, but it's really slimmed down. It's not the last seat I had on it the last time with the built-in light. I took that off because I wanted to try this seat and see if it was any more comfortable. This is a gel seat. It doesn't feel like a Blue Wind seat. It's comfortable. You don't want them too soft, like I said. I also brought my 5mm hex wrench with me in case I had to move it to make it more comfortable. Sometimes the slightest movement in these seats can make a big difference. So what else do we have going on? So we got the wired bike, which we'll be riding that. I haven't ordered the third battery yet because I want to get out there and see what kind of range I get, but I'm definitely going to be ordering that third battery. I have another bike coming in. Pretty excited about this bike. It's not for free. I'm paying full price for it. It's a company that's been around for a while. They're resellers. They down in Georgia. They sell Hemingway, they sell a Benton, they sell my favorite there, Ad Motor. Yeah, they sell Ad Motor, a Benton, Bandit. They sell a whole bunch of different bikes. So he's going to have bikes manufactured from his manufacturer that he's been doing these for years. He said longer than Wired has been doing it. And they are pretty much like the Wired and e-cells, but better. I bought a Outlander, is what they call it. It's an all-wheel drive. It's got dual 1,000-watt Bafang motors on it. It's capable of 40 plus miles an hour. It has dual batteries, just like the Wired and the e-cell. But what's the difference? Yeah, the back battery is not a 15, it's a 22. So I'm going to have two 20 amp hour batteries on that bike, so there's a plus. It's a 10-speed too, with all upgraded components on it. There's no turny crap on that. They put good stuff on. Check out Escape Bikes, guys, and it's a pre-order. I gotta wait like 90 days. I don't care because I gotta get this winter done anyways, and I'd love to start with a nice fresh bike. And that's going to be a heck of a bike to run next year. They have a step-through model, but you sacrifice the rear suspension, and I didn't want to do that. So the e-cells and the Wired bikes, I was thinking about getting one of those, but then, you know, looking at the all-wheel drive bike. E-cells, for instance, I believe it's their Monarch, has Bafang motors on it, same as this one, but they're 750s. It has a 15 amp battery in the back, 20 amp battery on the down tube, and so there's 5 less amp hours on that bike. You got 750 motors on it instead of 1,000-watt motors. It's $1,000 cheaper, guys. So it's a hell of a deal. Like I said, better components on it too. 10 speeds instead of 7. Check them out. Like I said, I'm going to try to get this guy some business. Good guy. He's got some videos out there. He's pretty new. I was making some suggestions to him on his channel, and he's been using them. And I've been making suggestions about the bikes. So these bikes aren't carved in stone yet, can be changed. So he's changing up some things. He's going to be coming out with a moped style too. He's showing it off, and I said, where's the directionals? Oh yeah, directionals. You're right, I got to put directionals on it. So, and like I said, he's taking some thoughts on it. So this bike that I got coming, it has the dual crown fork on it because it has that 1,000-watt motor on the front. So it's got everything that you could possibly want, and I'm psyched. Can't wait to try that thing out, but I'm going to have to be patient, like 3 months patient. But like I said, I'm good with that. The sun's really blinding me out here today, I'll tell you. It's just off to the side of me, and it's flashing through the trees and driving me crazy. And it's glaring off the glasses here. Of course, I have 2 glasses on. I have my glasses on, and I have the Moon Cool, because I'm listening to Sirius XM radio again. I'm gonna start seeing ice before long on these ponds and reservoirs. Not quite yet, because we're still, it's going into the 30s at night, but it's not staying 30s long enough to start icing them over. Honestly, it usually takes a snowstorm and then you end up with ice. Not that I want any ice. So I picked, they had army green and black, and I'm not a huge black fan, so I took the army green. they have their other bikes available in cobalt blue and flat and glossy, and so I wish I could have got the cobalt blue. I would have got the gloss. If I had taken the one that looks just like the wired bike, then I could have got the cobalt blue in flat or in gloss. But I was like, you know what? I already got a wired bike. I want to buy the all-wheel drive. The more I thought about it, I'm like, Jesus, this is a great deal. That other bike there from E-Cells, that thing is, for the equivalent in their brand, is 4,800. I think it's 4,795, and the bike I bought was 3,400. So big difference there, guys. And like I said, compare them. I think it specs out better. So, like I said, I'll run a third battery on that one too. That's why I'm definitely buying that. So the one I'm looking at is a 25 amp hour. So now, again, right-hand side reservoir is on. We're opposite of last week's ride. But we're going in kind of the same direction. I may push it out a little bit this time. I don't know. We'll find out. It's a good hill, so I think I'll knock it up into 5 and take it a little easy. I don't like to work too hard. See, right now I can't even see. I know the depth on the side of this road is pretty deep if you fall off of it. I'm having a hard time seeing the edge of the road because of the glare I'm getting. Yeah, so I was really hoping to ride that wired bike this weekend, but that ain't happening. I put really nice tires on that thing. I know a lot of people were saying the Allscapes. These are, but they do look identical. I think they're coming out of the same manufacturer, just two different names on them. But they're pretty rugged, pretty thick. They're definitely motorcycle-y type tires. I believe I got them scented really nice, so they went on easy. I had bought some motorcycle tires before, and they were horrible. I could not get them scented right, and the bike would hop. So I took them off. I got them still, brand new. Anybody needs some 4-inch by 20-inch motorcycle tires, I got them. I bought a gallon of flat out. I got to put flat out in them. Keep buying the quarts. I'm like, you know what? I'm just going to spend the money, 50 bucks for a gallon, buy the gallon. Comes with a pump and everything. You just hook it onto the tire and pump away. So, kind of nice. This automatic's really nice. No shifting. New mirrors are great because I can see all around. Like I said, suspension fork, and this thing's done. Got to make a bracket up for that front fender to hold it on there. I want it to be exactly like it is, and these mount to the side of the fork. So depending on when that fork comes, I will look at the thing, take the fork covers off, and see if I can, how thick it is. If it's thick enough, I may drill it and tap the side of it, and just put short bolts in, and maybe another one up the top somewhere. But I don't know until I get it. Otherwise, I'm gonna probably have to come off the top, and they usually put some bolts there for the, well, holes for the fenders. I'll figure something out. I'm not too worried about it. Good wind blowing at us now. Don't know if we can hear that on the camera, but hopefully not. This DJI mic with the wind muff on it works pretty good. So yeah, I gotta go home and I gotta do my mobility scooter video. I would be stressing if I didn't get this ride in. Like I said, I think I had done one video where I did a voiceover on it, but I don't think I've missed a Saturday since I started this channel and started doing Saturday rides. But I bought a lot of stuff for that wired bike. So I know you guys watched last Saturday's and I was explaining what I was doing. Showed some pictures of the bike sitting upside down in my garage, and pretty much the way it's sitting now, it's got some new stuff in. As the stuff comes trickling in, I put it on there. I have the Cane Creek bearing and everything, so as soon as I get it flipped over, I got to do the handlebars on that. I'm leaving the stock handlebars on. I got some red grips. I got a couple other red things for it. Just a couple of hints of, I had bought pedals for it, put them on, They just had a little bit of red on them. So I was gonna order a red anodized crank set. I had it on order. Supposed to get it Friday, I think. And Friday I get, oh, we're sorry. We're having problems with this, and we'll let you know when we can ship it out. I was like, yeah, screw this. I ordered the black one. So it needed more red. So I went out to the shed, took the pedals off the rip current, because they were red anodized Rock Brothers pedals, and I put those on. So now we got a black crank, but the red pedals. Can't see if there's a stop sign here. I don't think so. Like I said, I'm kind of riding into the sun. It's really screwing up my vision today. Now we're running in past 5 today. I didn't mean to be doing that, but I guess I knocked it up on that hill there and forgot to put it back. So yeah, this the guy's got a video riding this bike. I ordered it with 24-inch tires. I forgot to tell you guys that. So they sell it in 26 and 24, and honestly, there's only like an inch difference in the height. But I wanted the 24-inch tires on it, rims, whatever. I was watching Citizen Cycle, and he's got the wired that he put 24-inch rims on it, and he said that bike is quicker now. So, and he thinks it's because the wheels are smaller. So, hey, we'll give it a shot. Plus, like I said, I've always thought a 24-inch bike was a good size. So yeah, this bike, I was watching Maximum Charge. He's out riding it. People are like, oh, you know, is that a manly bike? Well, it's a fun bike, I can tell you that. Using the old hand signals here. Yeah, so the that Outlander bike, I think it's going to be a hell of a bike. I really do. You know, I checked out his website. They're open 6 days a week. He encourages people to call him. His name is Joel. Seems like a real nice guy. He's got a real southern accent and very likable guy. They sell scooters too. They have a lot of stuff. And he's throwing in a Rock Brothers bag on top of it. He's throwing in phone holder. He's throwing in a bell. He's throwing in a seat. And he says it's one of the most comfortable seats. They sell a ton of them. So I can't wait to try it. See how comfortable it really is. So I don't think this seat's any more comfortable than the one I had on it. Just not used to these thinner seats. Not thinner, but not as wide. It's putting a lot of pressure on my tailbone area. I don't think tipping the seat one way or another is going to fix it either. Like I said, I really don't want to put a Blue Wind seat on this thing. It just looks, it's a small bike, guys, you know. You have to see it in person. It's small, but it's such a nice little bike to have to throw around. You know, they're not giving them away, but they're nice. So when you turn this thing on, you can actually recalibrate the belt on this thing. It checks the tension on the belt and will adjust it automatically. Pretty nice. There's no maintenance with this thing. We'll get off this road. I think this is the turn that will take me in the direction I want to go in. I have the gloves on today. I have the batteries with me, but I haven't turned it on. Yeah, this is definitely the corner. So I got, Bruce just sent me a text, and Jeff had texted me earlier, but I haven't stopped to check what they are. Bruce was looking at these Outlanders too. He wants to get a different bike. He wants to get a motorcycle. Ha, Bruce. Maximum Charge told me to tease Bruce and call his bikes motorcycles. And they are a little more motorcycle-y like than bike-like, for sure. So I dropped, like I said, $3,400 on this bike, so I guess that's my bike for next year. I was thinking about buying a Goat or something, but I really don't want a moped style. I got one. I think I'm happy with the one I got. I don't want to ride like that often, so. Boy, riding into a headwind today, I'll tell you. So this week coming up is Thanksgiving week, so we all got the day off at least. I think I got Friday off too. But I'm not 100% sure yet, because I didn't ask. I almost guarantee you we got Friday off, so it'll be a 3-day week. Hopefully it's nice weather. Get out there and ride that wired bike. I'm really, I want to get out there and ride that. Maybe I'll order that other battery tonight. I know I'm going to end up using it. So, who's out there still riding? I know, a lot of my people are from down south, so I'm sure you're out there, but how about you northern boys? We got any northern boys up here? Are you still riding, or did you say, riding season's over? Russ was saying he thought his season was over because he got snow. I told him, I said, well, it's supposed to be a high of 41 this weekend, both days. I said I was going to try to ride one of the days. He was like, he made one of those little faces at me. So, hey, I don't blame him. It takes some determination to come out in this weather. But, you can make it better. Like I said, got these gloves, my hands aren't even cold yet, and I don't even have them turned on. I do have my vest on. I put it on the lowest setting, and I'm toasty. My legs aren't bad. They're a little chilly, but not bad. I still had the Rev 1 stocking hat on. It was nice of Rev 1 to send that too. Pretty warm. I do have my little hat there from Ex Nito that I bought last year. Hey, Ex Nito, how about sending some helmets out or something? I sent a lot of other people helmets, but I reached out to them once and they went, yeah. But I was really small at the time, so. My channel's creeping up. I say creeping. Compared to when I started, it's flying, I guess. But, it's 200 or 300 a month for the most part, subscriber-wise. But my viewer time keeps going up, so my revenue keeps going up too. So be well into not well into, but it's going to be over the 300 mark this month. So it went over 300 last month, and it's going to be a little bit deeper this month too. So hey, another year, and who knows, maybe I'll be making $500-600 a month. I know some other channels out there that they're bigger than I am for sure. Their views are probably double what I get to maybe a little bit more, and they claim they're doing $1,200 a month, so that would be nice. I have mine set for $500, and then they pay me, so I get paid every other month right now, and I take that money and I cycle it right back into the company. So I used to buy the bike, I used Affirm financing. I've used Affirm almost every bike I buy, and then I just pay it off. And they don't charge you anything if you pay it off early. So, and the interest rate, I think it's like, I don't know, it's nowadays it's between like 8.99 and a little bit higher. But it's really, when you look at how much they're going to charge you over the 24 months or whatever, it's not a lot of money. Yeah, definitely headed into the wind. I tell you, my eyes aren't watering that much. It must be the double glasses I have on. So when you're in pass 3, I was just noticing, because I hit the throttle, it holds it to around 512 watts. And it won't go over that. When you drop it into pass 4, it goes up to, I'm at 907 watts. So big difference between 3 and 4 as far as consumption of battery. We've been leaning on this thing hard today, so it's chewing some battery. I've had it in pass 4 quite a bit. I knocked it down to pass 3 to try to conserve on battery. It's a little over half gone, but I bet you we're gonna stop up here, take a walk around this bike. I bet you it'll recover 2 bars anyways. Getting to that point too where these batteries don't like the cold. I got that X-Peak coming sometime around Christmas. Both of those bikes will be coming in around Christmas time, or first of the year, whatever. Well, everybody yell at me, I just rolled through a stop sign because I could see both ways. They sell like a handlebar thing that you can put your hands into, and it keep the wind off you. And I was thinking about, you know, having them throw that in. And they also have the battery sleeves, and I thought about having them throw that in too. So with Lectric, they're always like, just ask. Well, Mooncool does that too, so they're good. So, you know, I've been having problems with that Mooncool, and I've been keeping quiet about it because I figured, you know, if I don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all. That's why you haven't heard anything about Mooncool lately. And it's killing me sales-wise. I mean, I have sold a couple from older videos, but they just came out with this trike and I'm not promoting it. It's gonna hurt, let's put it that way. But I can't promote something that I don't feel right about. But they are verbally telling me they're making corrections. We'll see, we'll go from there, but I don't know. I may do something. I mean, like I said, everybody knows now that I'm having problems with it because Richard told everybody. So I guess I should deal with the problem and explain to people what I did, what Mooncool is trying to do. So I'll probably do a video about that. We're going to do a walk around, and I think we are all by ourselves today. So we'll go down to the point here. You see the water's up a little bit. We had some rain over the week. It's not up much though. You know what, I'm gonna go down here further. I don't know what's down here. Apparently, there was a bridge here at one time and it's gone. And we got it blocked off. Yep. It's a dark day out, guys, but I'm gonna get my thumbnail here. All right, guys, here's the one bike here. I got that pack on the back. That's a toe peak. It has a little thing right here where you take this thing here, you hit that thing, and this whole bag just slides right off like that, and you push it in, it clicks in. Again, I got my battery pack on this bike. We had it on the X Peak last week. Got that 20 amp hour battery in it. Cable goes down. The cables are here. It goes into the battery mount on this thing. I've tied it in there. Like I said, I am going to do a video on this. We got a belt drive on this. Got the pinion set up. Electric through in the lock on this thing. We're going to put the suspension forks on. This is they're attached here on the fork. So I've got to do something here to put this thing back on. So I'm going to do a combination of maybe tying into here and down here somewhere when I get the suspension fork in. The light on this thing is small, but it's one of the better lights I've had from Lectric. I don't know why. It worked well. You can put a basket on this thing. Here is the BMX bars I did put on this thing. So to me, guys, this thing looks better with the BMX bars on it. And like I said, they're still folding, so I can still do it if I need to, fold them down. This thing will fold right down here like this. So the bars will fold down like that, just like, you know, from the factory, which is nice. And I just spin them back up and clip them in. Piece of cake. Bought this little pack here for it. Got the bell here with the air tag in it. These are the mirrors I put on it. The hand grips are still the same and everything. My phone holder on there. And fun little bike, guys. Again, I got the suspension seat post on this, and this is the seat that I got. You know what? This is the seat that the guy's sending out because it's a surfer, and that's what he said he gives out. So I'm not that impressed with the seat. We got a brake light on this thing and a running light. Metal fenders on this thing, and little bike though. I mean, I can't, it's probably hard to tell, but this thing's a little bike, but it's just nimble. It's great. It's a lot of fun. And that's it, guys. I think we're gonna punch the gloves on here, guys. Put them on green. Not really sure what green is, but we'll find out. We got a good wind, guys. Like I said, the wind is crazy here. Well, good enough, I guess. It's supposed to go away a little bit later. That's why I told my wife she doesn't like the cold, and we're going to be doing the video, so told her to wait. The sun will go down, hopefully. Not the sun, the wind will go down. So yeah, we recovered I guess we're at 3/4 of a battery now, and we were down on a half. So just because we were running hard, these batteries, they need a break every once in a while. Been out here for an hour now. We're at 18.2 miles. An Amazon truck down there. I hope they're headed to my house. All right, let's hope next year no injuries or anything. We can get out there and visit some interesting places. We never made it to the mountains this year. So hopefully next year we can get up there. I also want to hit that rail trail there that goes from Concord, New Hampshire, all the way up into Vermont. That's a good, it's gonna be like a 100-mile trip, I think. So I'm gonna have to really battery up and see what happens. Might have to bring a charger and rent a hotel room. I guess it all depends on how fast we went down those trails. So good trail for the new XP coming. We could battery that thing up. I got a ton of batteries too, so I could carry spares if I had to, but be loading that thing up. Have to get pannier bags for it so I could put the weight lower so it doesn't wobble. But I know the thing's not supposed to wobble anyways, but I put that kind of weight on. If I ended up carrying like 6 batteries with me or something. What else is happening? Not a lot. Like I said, I kind of embracing not having a bunch of stuff to do. I want to start doing some garage videos and just haven't had time. You know, I've been doing this wired bike, but I haven't really been recording too much of it. Like I said, I did the battery on this. I recorded it and I used very little of it. And I don't want to encourage people to start cutting wires on their bikes and stuff, so I don't want to be responsible for that. I'm more than happy to help people out, but I don't want to encourage it. You know, you gotta know how to solder wires and stuff. Not everybody does. I mean, I'm not the greatest at it either, but I've never had a problem with it. If there's any turkeys out here, they better be hiding because Thanksgiving's this week. So is everybody staying home for Thanksgiving? What are we doing? We're staying home. We're gonna have our turkey dinner. We decided we're gonna go to my in-laws for Christmas. My wife got back from there and she's like, you know, just to spend a whole week there it's not gonna be fun. You know, they're in a assisted living and her father's dying. He's had 6 months to live and he's, you know, 2 months into his 6 months now, so it's not doing that good. It'd be the last Christmas with him. Her mother's moving up here when everything happens. So we're gonna go down the weekend before. We're gonna come back that Monday of the week of Christmas. So we're gonna go down on Friday and come back Monday because she doesn't want to be there for the whole week. Not a fun thing, that's for sure. And he's pretty much, you know, he's ready to go. He jokes around, where's Dr. Kevorkian, because he just wants it done now. He's miserable. You know, he can barely see, he can't really hear anymore, and he's miserable. But yeah, we're gonna fight the airports for Christmas, I guess. It's not a good time to fly. We're gonna attempt it. That way there we can get down there, say Merry Christmas. And my son and my wife were down there, not last weekend, the weekend before. So my son could say his goodbyes. We'll go down and, you know, I'll say my goodbyes. We'll probably see him again though, hopefully. You never know. I think I'll hit the rail trail for a little bit here when we get down here. So we know we have a minimum of 3 bikes coming in because we've got the 2 that Lectric are sending me, the one I just bought. So we're looking at probably January for the Lectrics. And we're looking at, what are we looking at? December, January, February for the other bikes, sometime February, which they always push these things out too. So, you know, they say it'll be in 3 months, and then the next thing you know, there's a delay on it or something. I know I was watching Furious Bikes there. There's a bike that I liked a lot. I don't know, it's neat. It's a 20-inch bike though, so I don't know if I want to spend that much money on a 20-inch bike, but it is all-wheel drive. Looked like fun. Citizen Cycle got it. They were supposed to have it November or earlier, and we're almost at the end of November, and they still don't have it. eCells are supposed to have some bikes in, and as I know, their website, eCell's website, is useless right now. It was a lot better. I heard they're redoing it, but you can't order crap from there. You can't change the colors of the bikes. You can't add anything to it. So they've limited what you can get. In fact, I asked them if they had a particular bike in stock, because I knew they got their shipment in last week. I sent them an email. I said, do you have this in the blue? And I want the gold wheels. And they were basically like, if you want the gold wheels, it's special order. It's going to take a long time. I'm like, okay. All right, 84 miles on this bike. Probably go 85. So the next time we take this bike out, we'll be at 100. So we'll have, by the next time, next Saturday, we'll all have had our fill of turkey. We'll have all probably had a couple of days off, because I think, you know, most people, unless you're in retail, you probably get that Friday off too. So hopefully you guys all get Friday and Thursday off. Have a great time. I'm looking forward to it. Just nothing to do. Be doing some videos, I'm sure. Like I said, maybe some garage videos, maybe a ride on that wired bike if we finally get that thing up and going. And maybe I'll get that battery ordered, and if I get it fast enough, we'll put a battery on that bike. So I have an all-wheel drive bike that I built. It's got a 2,000 watt motor and a 1,500 watt motor on it. But I put a big, I want to say there's a 100 amp battery balancer on that thing. So I'm going to take that and run that on the wired bike and on the new bike I got coming in, because those things are gonna eat some battery and eat some current, because the Outlander has two controllers in it, and they're both, I think they're 35 amp controllers for those 1,000 watt motors. So, and they're Bafang motors, so this thing's gonna be a quick bike. I saw the guy do a quick run on it. He ran out of room, but he was at 41 miles an hour. So, quick bike. And that was on throttle. All right, guys, we're going to say goodbye at this point, as I'm almost home. We will see you next Saturday. Hope you enjoyed this ride, and check out that website. If you guys ever end up buying a bike there, at least say, hey, I bought this bike because Gary said to. So, if you guys haven't hit that like and subscribe, please do. We will see you next Saturday, guys. Have a great week. Have a great Thanksgiving, and we'll see you next Saturday. All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching my video today. And if you are interested in buying a bike or something, please check with my affiliate links. That helps the channel out greatly. Again, guys, hit that like and subscribe on the way out. And thank you very much for watching. You guys are awesome. Thank you.